Hello, everybody. The question of the day is: what job pays you to do literally nothing? I used to do taste testing. Got paid about $50 to $75 to go to their office and eat something, then let them know what I think. I was usually in and out in 30 minutes, and it was a 10-minute drive from home. It was mostly Burger King products. Well, they couldn't say that, but you could tell by how the burger or fries were made. Later, they asked me to do a mock trial. They paid me $300 for the day. I was working retail, so a day would have been $120 to $130 max for me. Knew a guy who worked at a General Electronics place. He was a typical retail dude, but got promoted to be a repairman in the back. He got no extra training, was just told to do what he could, and if he can't fix it, then refer them elsewhere. He didn't know shit about repairs. He would be on his phone most of the day, and when someone brought him a broken phone, he'd try to turn it on. If it didn't work, he handed it back. He spent most of his time on his phone in the back. Professional sleeper. You're hired by mattress and blanket companies to test their latest products before they go commercial. Firefighter at a rural, but paid, department. Most of my day is napping or binge watching stuff on my laptop. The pay is abysmal though. Graveyard security. 90% of the job is downtime, 9% move along, sir, and 1% holy fucking shit. Object security. They put you in a building in which you have to sit at a room, watching series, browsing the internet, and eating. Once every 2 hours, you need to make a quick round and return to your place. My GF was put in a school during summer break. We used the school kitchen, ate, had fun together in the medical room, and binge watched series. She earned about €18 per hour for doing basically nothing. I don't know if this is still a thing, but NASA offered a small fortune to anyone who would spend 1 month laying down and doing nothing. From what I remember, it was to study muscle loss. A friend of mine is a concierge in an upmarket, small-build apartment block in a leafy suburb. He said the most he usually has to do is take in people's mail/parcel delivery or help older residents if they need to move furniture, etc., and he said that in itself is quite rare. He mainly sits in a cushy office and listens to music/watches movies. Selling your personal data. You sell your data to trusted marketplaces and get 50% of the sale. It's basically getting paid for being yourself. A lot of middle management positions are this exactly. They get paid just to supervise other people, and oftentimes they get their position without being familiar with the particular product or service their company provides, so the lower employees are usually tons more knowledgeable on the actual work than they are. You can always tell the difference between middle managers who came in at that way versus someone who worked their way up to that position within the company. Was working in a chain of bet shops and got put in charge of one where there wasn't a lot of traffic at all. It was the smallest of them and had maybe a few bets a day and the slot machines, and I literally sat on my ass all day watching Netflix. The only real work was at the end of the day, where I had to do the accounting and inventory of the daily incomes and stuff. Event parking staff was probably my favorite do-nothing job. Help park cars for an hour or two, you have 4 hours to listen to the show, hang out, eat, really whatever you wanted on property. Then, help cars exit for an hour and leave. It's a great job. You get to see some cool shit too. I'm a licensed high-pressure boiler operator in Ohio. I spend at least 95% of my time on Reddit, Facebook, YouTube, Hulu, etc. I get paid pretty well for the minimal amount of work I do. Those people at music festivals who stand at the water machines, just watching people fill up their packs, just watching people stand in line, just watching, doing nothing, but watching. My part-time job. I work at a fancy coffee boutique in the rich area of my town, and I get paid for saying hello and goodbye to customers and putting coffee packs into bags. Monarchy. Although hundreds of years ago it was very well worked, nowadays the king has no purpose and the prime minister does all the work. I don't know if the king or in royals get paid, but they are bloody rich, so even if it's a small pay, it's still a pay while they do nothing. And you? What do you work at? Do you know someone who has an easy job? Leave us your answer in the comments.